In this video, I'll be adding 3 new cards to the Disney Celebration train set. I already added Elsa, but now we'll add 3 new mystery minifigures to the train. Who will we get? Can you guess? There will be Chaos.
Let it burn!
But also amazing results, which you'll see at the end of the video. Hi, my name is TJ, and a lot has changed since the last video. The Disney Series 3 CMF has been released, and I've bought a lot of them. I think I went a little bit overboard. I also purchased my first ever Bricklink order, and because it was my first one, I didn't order as much. Okay, I actually bought a lot, but it's because it was pretty cheap, okay? At least we've surely got enough to add at least 20 more cards to the Disney Celebration train now, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. But first, I'm gonna use these parts to upgrade the Elsa float I made in the last video. Link down below in the description for that video, by the way. But look at this! It's a minor difference, I have to admit, but when compared to the old build, it's so much better. Now Elsa finally has the full royal treatment she deserves. I'm ready to build some more cards now though, so let's open one of these bags and see who we're gonna build a card for first. It took me some time to figure out how to open these bags in a nice way. There was a lot of struggle, but I got it open, but then the minifigure didn't want to come out of the bag, so it had to be forcefully removed. It was just a lot. But eventually it revealed Mickey! I was so hyped about this. Look at my little hands trembling with excitement. This will be the perfect minifigure to start this Disney 100 series with. So let's get him built. He looks absolutely amazing, doesn't he? Look at those robes with all the sparkles on it. It looks so gorgeous and magical and And of course, I love the new head mold with the wizarding hat on it. That's probably my favorite part. Looks like he's ready to enchant some brooms and splash some water. Speaking of brooms, this broom that came with it is gorgeous, but there's something fundamentally wrong with it. Mickey is not supposed to hold it, it's supposed to be alive! So that's something I'm gonna take care of immediately. I've got a bunch of these pieces that are also used on those Star Wars droid thingies. You know, the weird shrimp head ones. But these tan ones were too light and matched more with the bristles of the broom, and these black ones were too dark. So I don't think that's gonna work. But luckily, I've got this exact piece laying around in black. I know this will make the broom look less accurate to the cartoon, but damn, look at these arms. Isn't it absolutely worth it? Now he can hold the bucket for Mickey and wreak havoc. Alright, now we've got 2 characters and just need a place to put them. I first thought of just replacing the locomotive Mickey that comes with the train, but it's a bit boring, isn't it? So let's get inspired. When we look at Fantasia, the movie where Sorcerer Mickey was first introduced, we can distinguish 2 iconic scenes. One where Mickey is standing on this big rock and basically bending water as if he was the Avatar, and one where he's floating on the spellbook. I like them both, but I would really like to give Mickey a nice tower to stand on, and then maybe create some kind of wave where I can put this little guy onto. I think it will be the perfect homage to this movie. Alright, let's get building. I first added all the necessary parts to this big modified brick, which means the wheels, these ball connector thingies, and a nice base to start off with. Now that we have that, I'll start building the rock tower first. In the movie, it looks very dark blue, so I'll be using bricks of the same color and maybe also these sparkly bricks I found in a pick-a-brick wall once. I specifically bought these because they really reminded me of Sorcerer Mickey for some reason, so I'm gonna damn use them now. I kept most of the sparkly blocks for the underside of the rock formation and added dark blue bricks and slopes on top of it to make this very nice cliff? Tower rock formation thingy? I don't know how to call it, but this thing. Now we just need to add a splash of water. I added a bunch of these transparent blue bricks in a way that resembles water and even made it look like it was splashing up against this rock. I love it, but the water just isn't splashy enough in my opinion. I need more of the You know what I mean? I fixed this by adding some of these blue flame pieces to the top of this big wave. This makes it look like the water is really splashing up into the air and getting everywhere. I love it. As you can see, at the opposite side of the tower, I also created this tiny little wave. I thought this would be the perfect spot to display the broom with the bucket. Now all we've gotta do is add the sorcerer himself. Ugh. Look at that. Ain't that just beautiful? I think I love this card a lot. I wanna add it to the train. But before we do that, First, we need to calm down, actually. And we gotta make some more carts. So let's see who we will be building a cart for next. Still struggling to open these, but it is... Oswald! Look at that! Okay, great. Couldn't I have gotten this one before? Then I could have actually started off this whole series with the character it all started with, but no. Fine, let's get him built. He looks very simple in my opinion. Simple, but absolutely gorgeous. I love the headpiece. The headpiece is absolutely amazing. He also comes with this movie board that has Oswald on it, and it's such an amazing accessory. I think I'll even base the cart off this accessory. The only Oswald cartoon available on Disney Plus at the moment is this one about him going to the cinema, so I think it's only fitting we recreate this entrance. I was gonna make it black and white first, but realized that they gave Oswald some blue pens, so he would stand out a lot against the black and white backdrop, so I guess we'll have to reimagine this theater in color. I started off by constructing a nice black base for the build, as that's the color I want to use for the floor. While looking at old cinema buildings, I saw a lot of black, red, brown and sand colors, so I put down some tan bricks in a diagonal to create the walls of the entrance. As you might see by the unevenness of the wall, I'll be placing something different here. These modified bricks, to be exact. Don't mind this weird one, I only had one of these but needed two, so I did what every LEGO fan with little money does and built my own. I'll place these right here, and yes, this is even more uneven now, but it's all part of the plan, baby. First, I'll make the ticket booth right here in the center, with just a few simple black 2x2s and a bunch of these round transparent 1x1s. I would use the same 2x2 bricks in trans clear, but I only have one of these and would rather use it for the next build. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Spoilers! Rewind, rewind, thank you. You'll have to wait for that a little longer, because first, we'll work on the arch of the entrance. We're not finished with this one. And I'll actually be trying something I've never done before, and that's building upside down. Not like the upside down set. Well, I mean, it's similar in a way because it's also, but it's not, this is just not what I'm gonna build, okay? This might be a complete disaster or absolutely stunning, so we'll just have to wait and see. I'll start with this 1x10 plate in red, on which I'll place this black 2x4 plate. Then I'll place these red slopes on top of that, place these modified red plates next to it, which is very important by the way, and fill in the rest with some black plates and red slopes, creating some kind of draped curtain effect, but then upside down. Again, not the set, just the actual thing, like upside down, not the... Anyway, now on the underside of this black plate, I'll be building a huge sign using black bricks and slopes. This will show which movie is playing right now. But we need something that grabs the attention, so I'll be using red and yellow transparent studs to create some fun lights to bring the party to the sign. Oh yeah, oh yeah, Alright, now we can connect it to the rest of the build. I'll give these grabby hands some golden sticks to hold on to, and just simply click the curtain onto it. Look at that! Easier than I thought actually. Now we just need to fill in these walls and create a tan colored arch with some fun slope details to put behind the sign. It just totally fits in. I don't really like these exposed sticks though, so I'll simply put modified plates on these modified tiles and create movie posters. They look a little bit blank now, but that's nothing a little bit of glue and paper can't fix. But before doing that, I first want to make some adjustments to this big sign here. Together with the new arch, it just looks a little bit too much like the Chinese theater, and that's not the vibe I'm going for. So let me see what I can do. I accidentally made this rabbit shape, which looks kinda nice and fits more for an Oswald themed build, so I decided to keep that. But now it's time for glue and paper. I printed out these very vintage Disney posters for Steamboat Willie and Snow White, slopped some glue onto them and stuck them to the poster boards. I also printed out this Oswald the Lucky Rabbit sign to glue onto the, well, rabbit sign, and that just finishes it off so nicely. I think that's gonna be it actually. Just place Oswald here and we're done! Ah, it looks so good! I wanna add it to the train so bad, but first, we need to build just one more cart. Let's see who the next character is going to be. Alright, next and last minifigure. Who will it be? Who will it be? And it is Stitch. Okay. I really wanted this one. Look at him. Look at the boy. He looks so good. Look at his forearms. I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about it, but I loved them. And the blasters, they're so good. And the head mold. Don't even get me started on the head mold. This is very much the grrr, I am mad Stitch. Not the normal Stitch or the Ohana Stitch, it's the grrr Stitch. Experiment 626 as some would call him. So we've gotta build something accordingly. I think I wanna build a cart that makes it look like he just crashed onto Earth, so that he can still be this vicious version of Stitch. So first, I'm gonna build his ship. I started off with the plates and added these red slopes onto it. Stitch's ship has got this white stripe in the middle of it, so I added red jumper plates and these white tiles onto them. I didn't build it all the way to the bottom because this is gonna get covered up by the dirt anyway, but spoilers! More on that later. On top of the front, I first added this red plate to create some elevation for these black modified plates, where we will add the engines onto later. I added another red plate and a transparent brick to represent the cockpit, and behind that a 1x2 red brick, and if you do this, you should get this shape. If you look at it from the side, it actually looks a bit like Cruella's car, which I'm totally not gonna build in a future video. No. Let's create an engine. I'll start with another plate, where I'll add red and white slopes onto, like so. And one of these bar modified plates to the bottom, so we can connect it to the ship in a second. Add a red bracket here, so we can attach this round plate with a gold stud in the middle. This is the front of the engine. Normally it should be yellow, but I don't have that, so gold it is. It looks pretty nice. And at the back I added another round plate, but this time with a snot brick. Look at this engine, ain't it pretty? Now we can add it to the ship. For the other engine, I basically did the same thing, except for adding some darker colored and charred looking pieces to make it look as if it were burning. Except there's no fire, so we need to add that.
Let it burn, baby, let it burn.
Looking good. Now we've just gotta finish the back. I'll add these 3 slopes, 2 for around the cockpit and 1 to act as some kind of tail / butt of the spaceship. Never knew spaceships had butts, but here we are. As a finishing touch, I just needed to add some lights. I created these by putting transparent red and blue studs onto silver ones. They are perfect to put on here and look very nice. Oh, but I lied. This is actually not the last part. I know what you're all thinking. TJ, why are you gonna add this pale looking snot brick? It's gonna ruin everything. And to that I'll say, no worries. It'll just be a back piece so we can attach this ship onto the cart. Now we can attach the ship to this modified plate thingy. I don't know what it's called, but it clicks so satisfyingly. Yeah, oh yeah, that's good. I love that. Anyway, now if we attach this to the snot brick, we can place the ship at any angle we want, which makes it really look like a crashed ship. Look at that! Being able to see the underside of this does kind of ruin the illusion though, so let's add some dirt. I created this using a variety of black and brown bricks. Before finishing this dirty dirt pile though, I'll add some green grass here to make it look more natural, and then add the rest of the dirt pieces. I am however missing one thing though, and that's some more of that sweet, sweet fire!
Let it burn! Woohoo! That's what I'm talking about.
A savage looking cart that is perfect for our little escaped experiment 626. I love this one so much. But now the time has finally come to add the carts to the train. We've got 3 now and they look very good on their own, but with just one little we can make them look 100 times better, wouldn't you agree? I'm so hyped. This project is so much fun. Look at how good and long this train is starting to look. Let's give you a closer look at all the carts. The length of the train actually causes some issues already. I just didn't have enough space to make it drive by without getting stuck or almost falling off.
So I welcome you to the deepest caverns, the pit of hell.
AKA the underside of my desk. Don't worry, I cleaned it a little bit. This is actually the only place with enough room for this shot, so Let's hope it works. This project is so much fun, to be honest, and is far from finished. So if you want to stay up to date with all the cards I will be adding in the future, please consider subscribing. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and let me know which of these characters is your favorite in the comments, or let me know which ones you're gonna be excited about. Also down below in the description is all my social media, so if you want to stay up to date with little hints about which characters are gonna be next, Instagram is the place to be. Thank you all so much for watching. I can't wait to film another one of these videos. I will see y'all in the next video. Bye!